Hello, traders. I've got a stock that looks great right now, and I'll explain how I found it and why I like it. Subscribe to my channel now and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of these daily trades. You'll help me build my channel, and I'll help you build your account. Let's get started. We are 2 hours into trading. It is Tuesday, March 23rd. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at yesterday's pick. Let's take a look at the market. Then let's find another pick for today. Yesterday, I highlighted LUMN. I just said buy the stock. It's a fairly cheap stock, trading around $14 or so. Hasn't done much overnight. It is down. Let's take a look at that 5-minute chart. Call a spade a spade. You can see, did the video here yesterday. Stock closed pretty decent around the 1436 level, but it is down about 40 cents today. I still like it. As long as this compression holds on the daily chart, you can take and visually view this horizontal support right here. It comes in around 1360. I'm going to just double click on the lower end of that candle. As long as that support holds, I think you can stay in this trade. You'll also see that there is a longer upward sloping trend line that goes something like this. And that also will start extending up to this horizontal support right here, about 1360 in the next few days. Those are two support levels that you want to see hold. This stock will continue to gather strength. The bid will continue to grow while this compression holds right here. It did not flinch during the tech drop, so I believe that there are buyers, and you've seen it's got the potential to fly. So I believe that over time, it's going to continue to compress, and then eventually you'll get a nice breakout. Tends to be a pretty choppy stock intraday, so you don't want to be buying breakouts on this. You want to be buying dips on it. You could see yesterday, classic example, big spike, and then it comes in a bit. So in any event, I still like the stock. Let's take a look at what the market's doing today. We've got a lot of choppy action. You can see this nice, tight price action that we had all day yesterday. That was a good sign. We did have some profit taking late in the day. Today, the price action is telling us look for a choppy day. We're not going to go anywhere fast. We're probably going to have an inside day, meaning that the high from yesterday and the low from yesterday are going to be preserved. And this is the type of price action that you can expect. We get a low quality rally. Why is this a low quality rally? You can see red candles in between here. Get a nice little green candle, a rest, another green candle, a rest. A strong market would be boom, 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 kind of like this on the downside. But we did test the bid, took out the low of the day. We're shopping for sell stops in there. They took them out. And then we had an instant reversal, bullish engulfing candle, taking out these three candles. So that's a good sign. And then we started to rally. But really, not a whole lot going on. You could see the 1OP indicator right here saying buy, right here saying be careful, right here saying buy. So it has been absolutely on track. I think we're going to continue to float around. I want to take a look at TLT because you know that's been driving my decision making for tech stocks. You can see TLT is higher. That means that interest rates are down. Let's take a look at that daily chart. You can see there's a nice bounce taking place on TLT. I would still like to get above this downward sloping trend line. 138 on TLT is kind of the magic number. I feel that once we're able to get above that level, you can see that was prior support. That's a gap right there that needs to be filled, and that will be support. That's why I want to get above 138. I'd like to close there. If we can do that, I believe that tech stocks are going to get a really nice bid. And you can see here, 1OP indicator starting to peak, telling us right here, be careful. Could see some selling in here, and there is a bullish explosion alert. What the heck? Let's take a look at it. I don't like this one because that's the daily chart. So no matter what it's doing on a 5-minute basis, no interest. What I'm going to do is go through this list right here, and we're just going to click on bull run. Let's take a look at some of the stocks that are in here. I think we've got some nice ones to look at. Costco. Yes, I really like it. But you already knew that because I've been highlighting this for the last few days. Yesterday I'd mentioned, look at that cup and handle formation off the low. We're through that resistance level right there on a long green candle closing on its high. Big volume. Yeah, I like Costco. Looks excellent here. VZ, nothing too much to write home about there. Starting to gain a bid. KR through this little resistance level here. Here's what I don't like about this stock. Choppy, choppy, choppy. It gets going and then it falls back and then it spends a lot of time doing nothing. Oh, there it goes. This is not my favorite type of stock. Oracle, I like Oracle here. I noticed it early today. It came up on some of our searches. That was resistance. We had a breakout to the upside. Now that becomes support. 1, 2 tests, and now actually a higher test. I think Oracle is going to be a pretty decent bullish put spread, selling below that $65 support level right there. So yes, I think selling a $65 bullish put spread on Oracle makes a lot of sense. Walmart, let's take a look at that. Got another nice little cup and handle here. What would I do with that? I would click on the top of that bar. There is my alert line. If the stock can get above it, then it becomes very interesting to me. Let's go into a couple of other searches. Netflix has been very, very strong. They seem to be considering ways that they'll be able to eliminate sharing of their streaming service. So they feel that there are a lot of people who are piggybacking on other people's accounts. That could be good news for the company if they can pull that off. Downward sloping trend line, stock breaking through that downward sloping trend line, also above the 50-day moving average. Excellent relative strength today. You can see how it's been grinding higher. So for today, I like trading Netflix. I don't like the daily chart so much because you can see every time it gets going, the stock has a tendency to pull back. So if you're able to sell a bullish put spread keying off that 510 level, $510 level, that'd be nice. But with it being this far from that support level, I don't think you're going to get the credit that you need. ZM has been excellent. I don't like the daily chart, but I do like the 5-minute chart, and we have been trading this today. Adobe announces after the close. Dollar General has been very, very strong today. You're going to see a nice bounce in that stock also. Too choppy. No interest. TME yesterday reported earnings. You can see after the close, decent reaction to it. Cisco has been very strong today as well. So you can see that nice breakout and that follow through. We'll go under relative strength 30, see what happens to be strong relative to the market. Going to go into pop bull. We'll just keep looking around. IBM, I've never been a huge fan of this for the same reason, very choppy, trying to get through resistance here. So I'm going to go to a search. Actually, I've got a couple searches. One more that I want to take a look at. Buy into earnings. These are companies that are going to be announcing earnings soon. They have a tendency to rally into that earnings announcement. I don't see anything too interesting right now, but I did have a stock on Bull Run just a little while ago that I really liked. And you've heard me mention it before, and it is Google. So I took a look at Google and I took a look at some of the option spreads, and you can see here Google's had some decent strength. Yes, it too is a choppy stock, but here's what has me excited about Google. This is what the stock has done during the tech drop. So let's put up Google and let's overlay QQQ because this is the big tell. So you can see there is a big tech drop. What did Google do? It treaded water. If Google were going to go down, you have a nice big spike like this. So there would be a lot of buyers who would be anxious to take profits. And as soon as the QQQ starts to drop, you would see that profit taking. Well, maybe we did see a little bit of it there, but on this next leg lower on the QQQ, you would see Google come back and fill in that gap, at least fill in that gap. The fact that this wave of selling in tech stocks did not spark selling in Google tells me buyers are engaged. They want in. For every seller, there's a buyer immediately. And that is why the stock can defy gravity. People want in. Well, I take notice of that. That is your support level right there at the 2000 level. You can see the 50-day moving average has been coming up. It's almost to that 2000 level. That's what we're going to key off of. So for today's trade, I don't like going out too far in time. I want to sell the April 1st, so that expires a week from Friday. I want to sell the April 1st, 2000 puts, and I want to buy the 1997 50 puts. So there's 2.5 points between the strike prices. When I have 2.5 points between the strike prices, I like to get a 50-cent credit. I think that spread is there all day long. If you can come in a little bit earlier and try and do expiration this Friday, even better. I don't think that spread is going to be there, but I do believe you can get the April 1st spread done. Well, gosh, Pete, how can you go that close to the money? Look, Google is a $2,000 stock, and we are only $50 out of the money. The reason I feel confident doing it is because look at the support. All the touches represent support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a major support level. I believe it's going to hold. It's been tested already. We've seen how well the stock held up during a massive tech decline. And here's the kicker. I feel the tech is actually going to start moving higher because we have TLT starting to move off of that low. So let's again take one more look at TLT. And there you can see that bounce off the low. I think there's going to be a rotation into tech. So I've got lots of reasons to like Google. That support level, that strength relative to the tech sector. It's been strong relative to the market today. We've got accelerated time premium decay happening between now and April 1st because we're selling short-term options. That is my spread of the day, which, by the way, I don't see a lot of comments on my YouTube video. If you have something that you'd like me to cover, something educational in the videos, a particular pattern that you're looking for, whatever it is, please post your comments. If I can answer the question in that comment section, I will do so. Otherwise, I'll do a video on that particular topic. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.